Hey everybody, this video is going to cover the online code of conduct. In other words, I'm going to talk about how I expect you to behave when you are interacting with my class online. First off, understand that the student handbook and all of our normal school rules still apply. So when you are speaking or typing in a chat application using a platform like Schoology or Teams or whatever other application your teachers might have you use, understand that we expect the language that you use and your tone of voice to be school appropriate. Just because you are not present with us doesn't mean we are not still expecting you to behave like ladies and gentlemen. Secondly, when you are engaging with a school-related post, please keep your comments school-related. If I ask you, for example, to respond to a question about Dionysus and the festival Dionysia in ancient Greece, and you come back talking about Marshawn Lynch, we've got a problem. Whatever the topic of discussion I or any other teacher has posted for you to reply to, please limit any comments to that topic of discussion. Tone of voice is really tricky online. If you're engaging verbally in a video conference, then I can still hear whether or not you're making a joke or saying something in a sarcastic way. But if you're typing, I lose that ability entirely. So, for example, a sentence as simple as, "That's great." 2 words. When I'm speaking out loud and I inflect those words upward, "That's great." Generally, that's going to convey genuine excitement. "Hey, that's great. I'm so happy that you made the team." If I inflect that same sentence, the same 2 words, "That's great," and I inflect it downward, "That's great," all of a sudden, I'm not happy that you made the team. Maybe I got cut and I am not okay with the fact that you got picked over me. When you're speaking out loud, tone has a huge impact on the way the listener understands what you're saying. But the listener can't hear your tone when you're typing. Please keep that in mind and try your best to eliminate sarcasm or snark from any comment that you're typing instead of speaking. Please remember that this is school. We expect you to use appropriate grammar and spelling. An application like Schoology has some firewall protection that is going to prevent online predators from accessing you during the school day, but personal information should still be kept private. Please do not share your personal phone number, do not share your address, or any other information about yourself that you wouldn't want to end up out on the internet. Speaking of the internet is forever. Anything you post online never really goes away. You may think it's been deleted from every hard drive and every server in existence, but somebody somewhere who really wants it can still access it. Bear that in mind before you put anything in writing, and especially before you share any photographs. Next, learn how to take a screenshot. Anytime you see another student engaging in any kind of inappropriate behavior, whether or not that's directed towards you, please take a screenshot and report that either to your teachers or to the school administrators like Mr. Winning and Ms. Carter. We want to keep all of our students as safe as possible, and we can only do that when we know about things that are going on. Finally, let's talk about video call etiquette. Every student in our school is going to engage with their classes via an online platform sooner rather than later. So here are 4 things that you need to remember to be on your best behavior during a video conference. Be ready and waiting for the call to start rather than joining after it's already begun. If your class starts at 7:45, it's a good idea to have that video application open and ready to go by 7:44. Always join a call with the video on and the microphone muted. Your teachers want to see your beautiful face to know that you're actually present and engaged with the class. But there's a lot of ambient noise at your house that could be distracting to other students, even if you're trying to maintain a quiet environment. What if, for example, an ambulance drives by or a dog starts barking? For that reason, the courteous thing to do is to keep your microphone muted whenever you're not speaking. Got a question? Ask the chat before you ask the teacher. It's possible that another student might know the answer and be able to help you out. If nobody knows the answer, then use the raise your hand function and wait to be acknowledged by the teacher before you unmute yourself and begin speaking. And finally, wait for the teacher to call on you before you unmute yourself. Unmuting to make a comment or ask a question without first being acknowledged by the teacher is exactly the same thing as blurting something out in class without first raising your hand. So that's it for our online code of conduct. You guys have a great year and stay courteous.